However, a certain man, Ananias by name, together with Sapphira his wife, sold a possession and secretly held back some of the price. His wife also knowing about it, and he brought just a part and deposited it at the feet of the apostles. But Peter said, Ananias, why has Satan emboldened you to play false to the Holy Spirit and to hold back secretly some of the price of the field? As it remained with you, did it not remain yours? And after it was sold, did it not continue in your control? Why was it that you purposed such a deed as this in your heart? You have played false, not to men, but to God. On hearing these words, Ananias fell down and expired, and great fear came over all those hearing of it. But the younger men rose, wrapped him in cloths, and carried him out and buried him. Now, after an interval of about 3 hours, his wife came in, not knowing what had happened. Peter said to her, Tell me, did you too sell the field for so much? She said, Yes, for so much. So Peter said to her, Why was it agreed upon between you two to make a test of the Spirit of Jehovah? Look, the feet of those who buried your husband are at the door, and they will carry you out. Instantly she fell down at his feet and expired. When the young men came in, they found her dead, and they carried her out and buried her alongside her husband. That is Acts chapter 5, verses 1 through 10. Let's follow that up with John 21:17. He said to him the third time, Simon, son of John, do you have affection for me? Peter became grieved that he said it to him the third time, Do you have affection for me? So he said to him, Lord, you know all things. You are aware that I have affection for you. Jesus said to him, Feed my little sheep. That is John 21:17. Jesus Christ left Peter explicit instructions, underscoring it three times for emphasis, to feed his sheep. The matter concerning Ananias and Sapphira, does that seem like Peter fed the sheep of Christ? He didn't say feed your sheep, he said feed my sheep. So he was like a deputy. He was not given full control or authority. He was still under the tutelage of Christ and to follow Christ's instructions. And now if you were even a babysitter and somebody told you to take care of this and that and give the kids their lunch or what have you, and the kids were whipped instead, or worse, you would say that was incompetence. It might even be criminal. What did Peter do to Ananias and Sapphira? Did he really follow the instructions of Christ to feed them? At this point, there was a good opportunity for him to give them instructions and correct them. Christ, with a similar instance with a tax collector, Zacchaeus, and Zacchaeus committed great fraud against the people, collecting more than he was supposed to collect and keeping goods for himself. Christ had a meal with him, and Zacchaeus, at the end of that, he became a Christian, a believer. Is that what Christ meant when he said, feed my sheep? Or was that the instructions that Peter was given? Did he follow it? He was given authority. Yes, Jesus Christ mentioned to him that he would give him the keys of the kingdom, and whatever he bound on the earth or set free on the earth, it would be followed up and authorized by heaven. So it would be the heavens will bind it and the heavens will free it if Peter gave the word. So it was most likely an abuse of authority, and Peter not truly practicing justice and loving it and loving kindness and loving that and loving Jehovah with his complete heart, end up killing sheep.